use your God power to get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. When things go wrong in order to go right. This is where you have to understand that sometimes the very best outcome for you might be a result that you don't recognize as a good one, but it still is. Just have faith that if you were always expecting the best, you will always get the best, even if it doesn't look like it's the best at the time. You can't know all the things that are working for you at the higher levels of creation that know all, like the universe. You might end up breaking up with your spouse and feel that was the worst outcome, just to find out later that the new person you meet will be the love of your life forever. You can't know everything in advance. You could be having the greatest day of your life. You wake up in a great mood and everything just seems to be working out. On the way to work, every traffic light turns green just in time. Your day couldn't get any better when you suddenly get hit by another car which totals yours, and it is such a big mess that you have to miss work that day. Now what? First, consider that everything is working out for you, so this must be part of the best for you plan in some way. However, in this case, you find out later that the World Trade Center just got hit by a plane, and it was right on your floor where you would have been sitting. While it was nice to find out later that the guy who slammed your car saved your life, you won't always know the direct benefit of circumstances that seemingly went wrong. It's a gift when you do. Just remember that even though things look like they're going wrong, they may actually be going the best way possible for you, and you would have seen it if you could have seen the big picture. Imagine that you are going west from New York to California. You think, naturally so, that the best way to go is straight, directly to California. As you are driving, you notice that the road suddenly turns directly north. What is the problem, you think? I want to go west, not north. However, if you could go up in a helicopter and see the big picture, you would realize that there was a huge body of water that the road was going around. If you had still gone straight, you would have gotten wet. Sometimes we have to go in unexpected directions, but we're still heading in the right direction overall. What if the road is under construction and you have to take a long detour in the north direction? You might think, there's no good reason for this. They should have made arrangements to still be able to go straight, even if it was only one lane. This, of course, is a negative meaning on an event like any and every other event that has no good or bad meaning to start with. However, since you have now given it the meaning of quote-unquote bad, then, according to quantum physics, the observer has now given meaning to the event, making a choice, and now the outcome can be predicted. As you expect, it is a long and slow detour with no redeeming benefits. What if you took the approach that even though the circumstances have changed and now seem more difficult, things are still always working out for you? Perhaps as you took the detour, you passed a store that you would have never seen. It catches your attention, resonating with you, and so you stop and check it out. It has the thing that you have been looking for years. Or, while in the store, you meet someone who turns out to be the love of your life. Or, who knows what else could happen. All of this wouldn't have happened if there had been no detour. Thank God for the detour now. When you were upset about the detour, you had passed that same store, but it didn't catch your attention. How could it? It was one of the possible outcomes that would have been great for you, but you were only eliciting negative outcomes when you passed the store, and so you passed right by. However, you did stop at another store that just sort of seemed like the place to stop for gas, but as you pulled in, you ran over a nail, which flattened your tire, and when you were waiting in line, someone pickpocketed you, and now you have no money. Why did you stop there? It just seemed like the place to stop. Nothing just seems like the thing to do on its own. It is a function of resonance. It caught your attention because you were eliciting negative outcomes, and that gas station had a few waiting for you. So, how can you know in advance if an unfortunate event will end up being a fortunate event? That is so simple to answer and understand. Just look at your reaction to the situation and the meaning that you gave it. If you give it a bad meaning, it will not only turn out to be truly unfortunate, but by the laws of quantum physics, you, the observer, will have selected the outcome from the field of all possible outcomes by giving it a bad meaning, and it will become even worse. However, if you give positive meanings to even the seemingly most unfortunate events and circumstances, you will cause them to become fortunate for you in some unexpected way. It is important for you to realize that none of this is a punishment for poor thinking or a reward for good thinking. It is only attracting more of what you are thinking, whether it is good or bad. Those seemingly negative things that happen to you might have been positive things for someone else. So nothing is good or bad in itself. It is only a negative or a positive thing if you say so. If you label events as negative, then you will get more of what you think is negative. If you label things and events as positive, you will get more things that you think are positive. You are the observer who dictates the specific outcome from the infinite number that is possible by giving them meaning.
Options. Now activating the next video, play options. One moment please. Click on the green arrow to start watching the next video. Or, click on the red arrow to start watching the prior video. Or, click on the tan arrow to go to the main course menu and guide, with links to all course chapters, excerpts, and special reports. Up next, special video options. Click on your choice of course videos, menus, and excerpts. Now switching to the special video options menu and activating the video selection buttons. Click on your selection number to start watching the video. "15 seconds till we switch to the next page with the free download information. Pause the video now if you need more time to review the available selections. This is the end of this course video. Its video number is listed above. To watch the next video, simply click on the next video in number sequence. Thank you.